Hello, welcome back to Eating Global. My name is David. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving for our Thanksgiving special here. I am so excited to share with you my new favorite recipe for casseroles or a side dish for your next holiday meal, particularly Thanksgiving or Christmas coming up. It's the season of Thanksgiving and joy and spreading love. Starting with giving thanks to this yellow squash casserole that you're going to love. It's simple, it's quick, it's easy, affordable, it's all the things, it's unique, and you're going to impress your guests. Or if you just take it to a holiday event, you're going to impress whoever you take it to. It's going to be different than your regular standard casseroles, right? So anyway, let's get right into it. I'm going to show you how it's done. All right, so like I said, this is super easy, just a few ingredients and just a few things you're going to need. But of course, the second star of the holiday table, the 9x13 casserole dish coming in second place after the platter for the ham and turkey. We're going to need this sucker. We're going to need a colander. Ingredients-wise, of course, the star of this dish is the yellow summer squash. Now, you can also use a zucchini. They are both related to each other. This is just the yellow version of that, basically. We're going to need to salt and extract some liquid out of these because both zucchini and yellow summer squash are both very watery. So we need to take some water out of it. So in the casserole, we get a lovely, creamy, not watery texture. I will show you how to do that. You'll need some measuring cups. I have 1 cup and a half cup, shredded carrots, an onion, 1 cup of melted butter or a stick, cream of chicken soup, a dollop of daisy, sour cream, and of course, bread stuffing to go on top to make the delicious, crumbly, savory top on that, and of course, some sugar, salt, and pepper. Let's get started. So summer squash and zucchinis are very easy to work with. You don't need to peel them. You don't need to do anything special with them. You can just eat it as is, but we do want to take some of the ends off of it. I guess you could eat those, but I don't know why we would want them in this casserole. We're just going to cut that in half and then just slice away. You don't want them too thick. No more than 1/4 inch thick. So we're going to do 5 cups of this sliced yellow squash. All right, once you've measured out 5 cups of these little slices, put it into a colander. And what we're going to do here to extract some of the liquid, just give it a nice salt down. You can generously salt this, and it will also help flavor the dish. And then just mix it around. Get the salt all over each piece, and just let that sit for about 20 minutes, and you'll see that some liquid will have started to come out of that. So that's the goal here. While that is de-liquiding, I'm going to cut up the onion. Now, all we're going to need here is a 1/2 cup of finely chopped onion. All right, there's our 1/2 cup. If you're like me, I use onions all the time, so I'll go ahead and cut the rest of this and put it in the fridge. All right, so the rest of this is just sort of an open a package up and dump sort of situation. So I guess what I went ahead and preheated the oven to 350. And I'm just gonna sit here for the next 15 minutes or so and watch my yellow squash de-liquefy. There you go. Yeah, get at it, get it. While we wait on our squash, did you know that the casserole is truly an American tradition? We might romanticize the casserole as coming across the ocean from the old country with American settlers and being eaten at harvest celebrations, or now what we know as Thanksgiving, but the settlers have actually nothing to do with it, nor did they have any responsibility for why we eat turkey at Thanksgiving. That recognition actually goes to a lady named Sarah Josepha Hale, who basically is the godmother of Thanksgiving and the editor of Godey's Ladies Book, which campaigned for 40 years to make Thanksgiving a national holiday, which came true in 1863. Her ideal meal was centered by a roasted turkey for that day. So anyway, the word casserole is really derived from the French word cassole, which translates to saucepan. So we can thank the early French for that. And also, they do have a dish called the cassoulet, which is more of a hearty stew made with duck confit, which has nothing to do with the history of the American casserole, only a name since it shares the same French root word, cassole. So to truly find the people that we can thank for our love of casseroles in the United States, we have to go back to the middle-class working families of the 1950s in the post-World War II boom of the USA, where easy, affordable meals for the whole family were starting to take shape.
Oh boy, it smells so good.
Is it the Eating Global Yellow Squash Casserole?
So anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get back to our casserole. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna squeeze some of it. Just squeeze it. I'm not gonna sit here. Just push some of the liquid out. Impatient. I'm impatient. If you're impatient, watch it. But you could also squeeze. Okay, so into one bowl goes shredded carrots. So I'm going to take just store-bought shredded carrots. It's easy and why not do that, right? So we're gonna go with a half cup of that. Start with a half cup of the onions. All of this goes in one bowl, except for the stuffing, and the butter we'll do in a separate bowl next. But anyway, half cup onions, the whole can of the cream of chicken soup. I'm such I have to get all the rest of the soup out of the bottom. I don't leave any soup left behind. So spatula in there and get it all out of there. I don't know. Do you do that, or you just leave the whole, you leave a whole spoonful in there? There we go, clean can. I'm satisfied now. All right, so I'm gonna get a half cup of the shredded carrots going. Be generous with it, don't skimp on them. Get it as nice, full, pressed in their cup. Of course, sanitize your surface so when this happens, you're good. Anyway, half cup carrots, 1 cup of sour cream. There's the little dollop. Okay, so now goes in the squash. As you see, we've gotten some liquid out of there. All right, and I am just gonna go in with a dash more salt here. Salt to taste. Fresh ground pepper to taste. And then I'm gonna hit it with just about a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of sugar. So just use your judgment on that. That's not to make it sweet. Again, it's to make it savory, right? So anyway, I'm gonna stir all this together. This already just looks like I wanna eat this right away. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside for just a moment and then get the stuffing and butter going here. The whole box, or this is the 6 ounce, so we're looking for a 6 ounce box here. And then this is where our melted butter goes in as well. We're gonna give that a mix. I kind of have to re-scoop all the food I blow out of the bowls every time I cook, and then just kind of incorporate it back into my dish, and just blow it all over the kitchen. If you don't blow your food all over your kitchen, it's probably not gonna taste as good. That's just my theory. Anyway, so this is looking really good. We want all that incorporated butter in there. We're just gonna take a little bit of this stuffing mix with the butter on it and put it in the bottom of the dish here. Kind of just enough to give it a little texture on the bottom. So just about that much. And it's also gonna have some butter down in there to kind of create that non-stick buttery nice surface. And then we're gonna pour in the mixture, the delicious, oof. All right, and again, I'm gonna spatula every nice little bit of goodness out of this bowl. No calories left behind here at the Eating Global Institute. All right, and now just delicately spread this around. Next, all we do is go on and fill it the rest of the way with our butter and stuffing mixture. I like to wipe around the rim just a little bit so we don't get any burnt pieces on there, unsightliness. All right, that's about as good as we're gonna get. All right, look at that. It is so, I'm just excited. So we're going to go ahead and throw this in a preheated 350 degree oven for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what it's, so keep an eye on it. Once it starts getting that nice golden brown, you'll know when it's ready. Take it out and we will eat this sucker. All right, I'm gonna go in the oven with it. Well, it is done. Look at it. I'm so excited. I can tell you that this smells unbelievable. It is just, it fills the entire house with the smell of pure joy. And especially if you're making this before a holiday, it's gonna really excite your guests. Yeah. So let us try it. It is time to eat this casserole. I am so excited. I'm going to dig right in. It is so creamy. It's just, oh, It's very decadent. It's buttery. The breadcrumbs on top are crispy, but the inside is so creamy and chewy and delicious. This is a heavy hitter for any event. Just imagine for a moment, you get the mashed potatoes and the rest of the stuffing and the sweet potato casserole on there and your turkey or your ham or whatever it is, you mix it all together. That's what this is all about. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy your holiday season. I'll be back with you for a couple more things. If you like this type of thing, if you like recipes and eating and food adventures and restaurant reviews and all kinds of things we get into, I would love it if you like and subscribe. Let's talk about this dish in the comments. I love talking in the comments with you about different things. And have you made this, or is there different variations of it you make, and what do you think? Anyway, if you like it, like and subscribe. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. I hope to see you around. Take care.